We got some Young and Company going on right here. I like what you're doing to me. We're just going to turn it up real quick.
Get you guys in the flow. Let's get this Monday on.
Let's get this Monday started. Hope you guys are having a beautiful week.
Ow!
Hope you all having a beautiful day. And stay beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Ooh. Up and down my spine.
Dude, when you showed me that song, like I've heard it when I was younger, but when it was kind of a revisit, it was just like it just tickled me right. It was perfect. It fit right perfect in my ear.
In the good crevice of your ear.
It was just that little tight little corner back there. It's just
perfectly
like a glove.
Ladies and gentlemen, HYDB is back. It's a beautiful Monday morning here at San Jose City College. I am the man with the plan, to an extent. Young Los. Oh, what's going on? And I'm right here rocking with my main man.
Big Head Benji, good morning, y'all. How's your day been? It's one of those things where we keep saying every week we expect things to go right. Unfortunately, it doesn't always fall suit.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, last week was a kind of catastrophic. It was a learning experience.
Yes, absolutely. You know, sometimes when you're in the entertainment business and a business that requires a lot of devices and electronical, you know what I'm saying?
You really can't fake it till you make it with that.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, last week we had some technical difficulties. So, we apologize that we weren't able to deliver with an episode. But we did make that up with our Whole Lot of Cake.
Whole Lot of Cake episode 1, yeah. It was a long time in the making. If you watch it, it's on our YouTube channel. How's your day been?
That was almost like 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago, yeah. It's been archived for a while.
It was in the vault.
Yeah, because I think scheduling turned into an issue for us because we were going to originally do at least every other 2 weeks or every other week or so. And it just fell through. Life happens, but we're trying to get back in the swing of things with that. You know, obviously the production value is very low, and we made do with what we had.
Absolutely.
But it was fun nonetheless. So I think again, a learning experience for both of us. And I think once we properly prepare and we get some other people who know what they're doing, I think it would be a much funner experience. And hopefully in the near future we'll be creating some good munchies,
some masterpieces.
Yeah,
Gordon Ramsay approval.
For those who don't know about our cooking show, it's titled A Whole Lot of Cake, and it's me and Young Los here, and we're literally just, we love food. We're foodies, and
some amateur cooking.
Yeah, and it's kind of the gimmick for is the everyday guy who either doesn't have an option to go out and eat, and maybe he's got some things chilling in his kitchen that he might need, and just throwing things
together.
Exactly. But yeah, check it out. Our first episode was up. I think it was on Sunday.
Some day. It was like before the weekend for sure.
It was it was probably like Friday. I think it was like Friday
Sunday or like that. But it was a great experience, and it was super fun making it, regardless of how it came out. It was super fun. The dishes that we did make, the cheddar chicken bacon waffle taco was phenomenal.
And then
cookbook coming soon. Shout
out to our cameraman and our donut aficionado Juan Rios.
Yes, shout out to him. He came through and helped us out.
Yeah, that was interesting. So we gotta link up with the homie again, and he's got the donut
expertise
ideas. And then a big shout out to the big homie Lunchbox. He's also going to be partaking in some adventures with us in the cooking. So a lot of good stuff for you guys coming forward. I think you guys would really enjoy it and really sticking into it. And it's one of those things where keeping things kind of neutral and a new taste for different setups. Yeah.
So today is a very jam-packed day. I think today's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we have some good ideas coming up through.
All right, so today we're going to be rocking. We're going to be hearing to you guys. We're going to be listening to you guys.
Yeah, the hotline is open.
The hotline is open, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have any paranormal
to prefix that, even our last show was unable to be aired, but the whole gimmick with the show was again in the spirit of Halloween, so we were kind of keeping the spooky vibes up. We thought it would be interesting to hear from the fan base and the people who listen to our show, and in the sense that if you've ever experienced anything paranormal, funny, weird, whatever, that's something you might want to share with us live, and then we'll break it down from that. So yeah.
So we're going to go from there. What is the number again, Mr. Benjamin, if you don't mind sharing that with us?
We are at 408-293-0870 at KJCC. A live 65. That's on the Live 65 app. You look us up with KJCC. And again,
so you can hear your beautiful selves. If you're following us on Instagram, it's in the link in our bio and all that good stuff.
Again, 408-293-0870. The hotline is red hot right now.
Red hot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and play one more song, and then we're going to go into our own experiences, hopefully hear some experiences from you guys, and then we'll go from there.
Here comes One Way by Cutie Pie.
One Way by Cutie Pie. The best of the best. Let's get it. You're the girl.
It makes me feel so good.
Da-da-da.
Dun, dun. That shit. That is one of those funkies.
Absolutely.
Super funky. Funky.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. HYDB back at it like a crack addict. Yeah. All right. So today we are going to get a little spooky for you. Get just a little spooky here. Me myself personally, I've honestly never really been through any like significant paranormal, extraterrestrial type experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's seen something in the sky like, oh my God, it's a UFO.
Not everybody.
Well,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look, I'm not, again, I prefixed this when we talked about it yesterday, was for my experiences, I was never like looking for it. Like I was like on an episode of Ghost Adventures or anything like that. Like, what was
trying
that?
to find it.
What was that? Did you hear that? No, it wasn't like that at all for me. It was just like you turn around the corner and then the thing was there and you're like, what is that about? And then
like, that was not supposed to be there.
Exactly. And then so like weird little strange stuff is more my forte than anything else. I wouldn't say I've experienced anything extremely groundbreaking, but I've definitely experienced some unreal stuff. So, it's hard to describe sometimes, but
I think we have our
first caller?
I think so. Hold on. Just go ahead and keep
going. Okay, so let me just prefix by sharing with you guys that, the experience that I had was one of those weird things where it was just like a random moment of chance. You turn and look into the sky, like just be like, well, I'd have no reason to. It wasn't like a cold, rainy day. No clouds are in the sky.
Yeah.
You just look up, and there was three, in I would say the flying V pattern. So I thought it was like ducks or something. I'm not even joking, but it was in a flying V. But there was one silver thing at the tip, and then two on the bottom. So it looked like three silver paper planes.
Saucers.
They look like paper planes, like the pointy things. There was three of those separately and they were flying in unison.
Look like you ever played like Galaga?
Yeah,
that's exactly that.
Is it Galaga
or something like that? You know what I'm talking about? That one.
I think it's
rocket ship shooting game.
But it's like an old arcade
game.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, like those little what I'm talking about?
That's exactly what it looked like, and they were flying in unison. And then I'm all, what the hell is that? And I turn and kind of where I was positioned, I had to backpedal and to kind of and then to look where I was, I was looking straight at the sky. So I'm walking backward, not knowing what I was walking into. And I kind of turn into some bushes and I nearly fall and break my neck. And I get back, to looking at the sky and they're gone. And there's no cloud in the sky. Those things were definitely sticking out to where it was noticeable, and not even 5 seconds passed, and
they're gone.
They're gone. And so little things and that's something very.
So how did that make you feel after when you
You talk yourself out of it.
And nah, man, nah, dude, that's not, no, dude, no.
Yeah, because it could have been just something with my eyes, the sun kind of had a little shine, maybe. I don't know. I'm not, I brushed it under the table, but those things you just can't explain. And I'm pretty sure now we have our first caller. So Los, we're gonna screen the call, see what we're at here. But again, we want you guys to call in and share your experiences with us at 408-293-0870. We want you guys to share with us any paranormal experiences you've had. And do we have a caller, Los? Oh, hello.
Am I on?
Yeah,
caller, you are live.
You are live. So,
good morning, guys. This is Maurice. I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener. Now, sorry, I'm a little sick, so my voice is a little. So my question is for Benji. Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Sleep paralysis.
Ooh, you know what? Yes, in fact, I have, and that's so strange that you brought that up. Yes, I have had a couple cases of sleep paralysis, sir. Has that been a situation for you?
It happens to me every time, every fall. I get a little tired and I can't move, and it's not very paranormal per se, but I do get a little spooky,
A little spooky. And so in those situations, I mean, how do you keep yourself calm and able to, handle these situations? If you're saying that happens consistently, you said every fall, is there like something that helps you get through the paralysis itself?
I try to remain calm. It does get to me sometimes where I'd wake up and I'd have to, check down there, make sure everything's okay. But,
yeah.
In the long run, it's something I'm already used to.
So, do you feel like this is something that is going to have like throughout your whole life, or do you think you could possibly overcome it some way?
Do you think it has something to do with the weather, perhaps?
Yeah, I think it's just a shift in the seasons. That's what I'm thinking. My body doesn't get,
it's just catching up with the times, right?
I would say it's a paranormal,
Yeah, it's not. That's definitely not normal that you experience that consistently. So aside from the sleep paralysis, I mean, was there any? Would you say you mentioned it is paranormal to a degree?
Do you think that you've been through something that's causing this effect, or something in your life that you've done, or something that
or perhaps
been around?
A diet situation?
Oh well, I was dropped as a child.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that. How often do you think you were dropped? For it to be a long time.
It was just the one.
Oh, it was the one and done. Oh man.
Yeah, it was from the balcony of my 2-story house, and my mother kind of just rode down a ladder. No big deal, but yeah, thanks for taking my call, guys. I appreciate you guys.
Well, you know what, Maurice? Thank you so very much for your call. This has actually been very insightful.
I hope that one day be able to overcome the sleep paralysis. I know it's something that not a lot of individuals will be able to be able to deal with.
Yeah,
exactly. So
yeah, but
we appreciate your time
and wish you nothing but the best, buddy. And just keep tuning in. Hopefully we can help you out going forward. And call back again and let us know if there's any updates on your sleep paralysis, sir.
Love the show, guys. Love it.
Thank you so much for the love and support. We appreciate you. Thank you for calling. I appreciate that.
Bye now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our first caller. We appreciate you guys so much.
That was fantastic. Sleep paralysis. Wow. That is a significant thing where it's kind of, you don't think about it until it's happening when it's happened a couple times. I forgot what someone was telling me. It's unfortunate for Maurice that was due to a head trauma, but longevity wise, I hope nothing but the best for you, sir. And that's something that you can work through. And I'm sure with your experiences of that, you could probably help other people who experience
suffer the same as well.
Yeah, yeah. Again, if you guys have any ghost stories of paranormal activity, just like our good friend Maurice there, call us up at 408-293-0870 at KJCC Live Campus Radio. For me, it's far and few between experiences-wise. In terms of hauntings, there's a few, I don't know too many haunted places in the Bay, but, I had some weird vibes over at the Winchester Mystery House when I was a kid. That was pretty cool.
You said, dude, this is weird vibes, bro. Don't.
And I think it's bought into the gimmick of, the whole, the house is haunted and stuff like that. But
I think it's a lot of mentals as well.
I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, because you're like, oh my God, this is so spooky, bro.
And then that's the thing. If you kind of prefix something to where it's like, what would I tell you yesterday? I'd be like, okay, so Los, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, you gave me this ultimatum.
I'm gonna rent you. I'm gonna rent you a room, and the whole thing is you just have to sleep in there. That's the whole situation. You just have to sleep a whole night through, and that's all I say. Right, and that you'd be cool with that. You wouldn't ask no questions.
I'm not going to really question it. You're renting me out a room. I like to sleep in a room by myself, so.
I bet it could be plush situation where you got a memory foam thing.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you.
Tempur-Pedic.
If I prefix it, it would be like you're experiencing the mattress and not tell you that there's a haunted person in there, right? Or a haunted whatever. It's a haunted room. Mm-hmm. So if I were to say, hey, there's a haunted room at a hotel, I'm going to need you to go in and go, spend the night, you'd be like, no.
Yeah, absolutely not.
See, that's the mental part.
Yeah.
See, like
because then if I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'm down, let's do it, and then I'm in the room all night, and I'm triggering myself to think something's gonna happen.
What was that? What was that noise?
Yeah.
And so if I did, I think that's the mental a lot with that kind of stuff, which I think is fascinating when those certain things happen where you have no logical reasoning for it. So again, you guys, if you have any paranormal experiences yourself, call us up at 408-293-0870. Let us know.
I think we're gonna go into another song right now. This is a
this is the banger.
This is the banger. You know what I'm saying? I would, call this the theme song of HYDB.
Yeah, I would say that too.
So we're gonna go in Mac DeMarco, Chamber of Reflections. Let's go HYDB. That song is so beautiful, Benjamin. I remember the time that you showed me that song, and I literally just fell into a trance of like just happiness and goodness, and I feel like that song's a good way for me to just get away, just hop on the freeway.
It's definitely an unplugged song where
absolutely.
you just kind of disconnect from everything and you just ride the wave, man.
That's honestly what you gotta do.
Yep.
HYDB's back right here, the host with the most, Young Los.
Big Head Benji coming in back.
So there was an article. The hotlines are still open, by the way. So if anyone still wants to go ahead and call us about their paranormal experiences, please do. We'd love to hear it. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Maurice for giving us a good call now. Yeah. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and come into our next segment where there was a
recent list. Rotten Tomatoes put out 23 films that we love but are actually considered rotten films. So with Rotten Tomatoes, I guess they set a standard of where a fresh film is like in the 60s.
Mm-hmm. That's considered good, right?
That's like an average.
Okay.
And like 50 and below are, I guess, considered rotten. So there's a list of 23 films, all considered rotten. But we thought it would be fun to be able to pick our top 5 out of the 23 in the list. So, did you happen to have your list, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
In my handy-dandy notebook.
Why don't you start us off, sir?
So, it's a BuzzFeed news article that you guys can definitely look up and check it out. There's 23 movies on there. I'm going to go ahead and give my first one that I honestly...
Wait, are we ranking these as 1 to 5 and 1 being the best, or is it just no particular order?
What would you like to do, sir?
It doesn't matter. I'm down for either or.
Let's just do top 5.
No particular order. That's fine order. With me. Yeah.
But there is one that I have to just throw right off the bat that I was very upset about. That I would put this at I'd put this out probably top 5 Christmas movies
of all time.
Of all time.
Oh.
In my book.
Okay.
And this one is Christmas with the Cranks.
Really?
Yes. I love that movie.
Hey, Jamie Lee Curtis is pretty bad in that.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
And that got a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I can kind of see that.
I am so appalled that this movie got 5%.
Well, you know what? It probably wasn't made maybe it was made during holiday season, but
it's a Christmas movie regardless. I will watch a Christmas movie in
Tim
January or
Tim Allen, though. I don't know.
Middle of summer. I don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
But it got me very upset because I think that's a great movie.
It is actually pretty good.
It's super funny. For those of you who don't know what it's about Tim Allen and
Jamie Lee Curtis
are the Cranks. Mm-hmm. And
they're very predominant in terms of holiday,
especially the Christmas one.
They're big on the holidays, but this one year their daughter, I guess, moves out and finds love. And so this is the first year where they don't have to participate in the festivities because it's something that kind of takes a time-consuming thing. And they actually plan on going like on a vacation or something.
Yeah,
right?
You go to Hawaii or something, or like some kind of tropical island.
Right.
So they're very they usually do like a lot of Christmas cards and all the
decorations,
the whole
house, the whole thing. Christmas time is all of what they got going on.
So yeah, it's a funny movie. If you haven't seen it, watch Christmas with the Cranks. It's a great one. But Rotten Tomatoes, I have a bone to pick with you with that 5% because I would not agree with that.
Okay,
at all.
That's good.
Big Benji.
Oh, so we're just gonna match one for
back
one?
back and forth.
Okay, so for me, out of the list, there's one that this one's the whole. If you want to pick that one out to be one of your top, this is easily one of my top. I would say 20 films of all time. This one reached out to me a lot. I love this film so much. So I Married an Axe Murder. Mike Myers and I forgot the other lady.
I've never seen that one, but I've heard of it.
It's such a good movie, and it takes place in San Francisco. It's about a lounge poet guy who's Mike Myers, and he does like little stuff, and he's in and out of relationships. He can't can't really find the girl for him, and even if he does, he's afraid of commitment and long-term like marriage and all that stuff. He's afraid of marriage. So he comes across this woman that he meets serendipity, whatever, just out of the blue, and he completely falls in love with her. However, going forward, he ends up finding out she's got some skeletons in her closet,
some baggage,
some real skeletons in the closet, and it's a fun, cute movie, and it's you know.
Would you say it's like more of like a comedy? It's
yeah,
like
it's
romantic comedy.
It's a romantic comedy for sure. So I Married an Axe Murderer. It's such a good film.
And what percentage was that?
This was actually a 54%.
So it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's like it's
like,
according to Rotten Tomatoes, they're like, it's whatever.
It's whatever.
I can watch it.
Yeah, I guess.
I got no bone. Yeah, whatever. Okay, for you, number 2.
All right, number 2, sir. This was another one that I like as well too, especially as a child growing up. Scooby-Doo.
Oh, the live action one.
The live action, the first one.
I was skeptical to put that one on my list. I didn't put it on my list, but I came close to put it on my list.
I love that Scooby-Doo movie. The first and the second one, I think they were great. That one got 30% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
30%.
I can kind of see that.
And I can understand it completely as well too.
It's hard with the live action stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
it is. As of recently, they've been doing that a lot with a lot of animated, stuff
money
that's
grab,
been
money grab,
trying to just bring it back and put the real people. And now it's completely different.
Well, the guy that plays Shaggy actually does a great job.
Yeah, I think every character that played, their character did great.
Yeah,
like Velma and everyone. I think she go crazy.
Yeah, she.
No, but I mean, I don't like how they're making live action movies now, like that were animated before into live action. I really genuinely don't like that, like The Lion King and Aladdin and all those other ones. I genuinely hate those, and I haven't even seen them, and I don't plan on seeing it just because I like the nostalgia factor of what it is.
Well, that I can co-sign that. But also, I'm intrigued by the technological advancements. And I think that's cool, But as far as like, just the reintroducing, inventing, rebooting everything, I'm cool off all that.
Yeah, no. I think it was fine the way it is. You can even re-release it like as still animated.
Well, it's like what we were talking about. Like they were planning on doing a reboot of Scarface.
Really?
Yeah.
Like remake it
to where it's a modern day, Tony Montana, and I'm like, no,
just stop while you're ahead.
But it sounds like if someone said that for like The Godfather, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
you can't do that.
No,
and so like that's where the oversaturation of it is kind of dead. Yeah. So, but yes, I did love Scooby-Doo and the first, second one. So
yeah, so Scooby-Doo, that was my.
What was the percentage on that?
30%.
30%.
So that one was like very below.
Yeah.
But anyways,
my number 2 was I think it's such a great concept, and it's right up my alley. Hot Rod. This was in 2007. Andy Samberg. Everyone wants to be a stuntman once in a while.
At some point in their life. At some point in life, you either want to be like some type of professional athlete.
Yeah.
A wrestler. And then some type of either what do they call it? First responders.
Yeah. And then you got the whole package in that movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So this guy's jumping off, houses, getting attacked by bears, doing the most. It's such a silly flick, and and this I think fits the list description as far as movies that are terrible but we still love.
Yeah, and I also put that one on my list.
All right, for sure.
So then we can knock that one out together.
Hot Rod was
I put that one on my list for sure. Because that's just
I could still watch it today.
Yeah,
and just laugh my head off.
Absolutely, like it's the first time I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I love it.
I think it's a unique film.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's an original piece, and it's incredibly dorky and goofy and out of pocket, which I love. And there's no shaming in that, and it's not trying to be something else, which kind of
like glorifies it.
Yeah, they're having fun.
Yeah.
And so, like, literally my favorite scene is when the homies are dancing in the parking lot. Two hearts, big as what? That I love that scene so much. It always puts a smile on my face. Hot Rod, great flick, good stuff. And that one got how much percent of that one? This one was 39%.
Okay, so yeah, that one was trash.
Booty,
in their opinion. Another one I put
number 3.
I don't understand why this movie's on this list. B movie. Awkward silence.
Yeah, I can kind of co-sign why it's on that. I hated
my boy
that.
Jerry Seinfeld.
I hated that movie.
You hated that movie?
Hated that movie.
I loved that movie.
It was terrible.
No, far from that. Far from that.
Okay. You could try to sell me. Convince me.
I just think that the concept is
the B movie sucks. Otherwise, convince me.
I think that the concept of the B movie is one of the it's.
I don't even remember the concept.
Okay. So what it's about? It's about a bee. Like Jerry Seinfeld plays
The Day in the Life of a Bee.
Yeah,
by
exactly.
Jerry Seinfeld.
He like, so when you're a bee in their little world, you get a specific job. As soon as you get whatever, you become like part of the colony. So you start doing whatever.
So you're a worker bee, you're a soldier bee, you're a queen bee.
Exactly, something. And he's like, nah, I ain't with that.
I'm just a bee.
I'm just a bee, man.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So then he starts like going out. I think the weird part about it is that he starts dating a human. You know?
You don't think that's
super weird, bro? But it's a funny movie. It's hilarious. I think it's super dope. I just enjoy it. If you just kind of like go in it with no expectations, Have you ever wanted to be a bee and just wonder like how a bee lives?
Buzz.
If you just want to buzz around, bro, and just pollinate and all that good stuff, Bee movie is the movie for you. Shout out to Jerry Seinfeld. I've actually never really watched. I was never a big Seinfeld kind of guy. Personally, I never really it was not really my show.
I love the show. I don't like him personally. I think he's
wacko.
He thinks he's like the greatest comedian of all time,
which is far from that.
And I've seen him interact with fans and other people, and I get it. You could be a germaphobe. You don't want people touching you and all that stuff, which is totally understandable.
Absolutely.
But
within the boundaries of good taste.
Bro, you were on the biggest show of all time, and you're like upset at people noticing you on the street. Like, get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Like you ain't the business. But he's cool how he's rocking J's everywhere. He literally, he's wearing the Poindexter outfit, and then he's got some J's on his feet. So, I guess he's cool. But
for that one got 50% on.
Are you serious?
Yes, it did. 50%. So it actually ranked higher than Hot Rod.
And the Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks I think
it's better than the movies we just said.
I just think 5% is like a slap in the face.
And they give B movie 50.
Well,
that is ridiculous. That really upset me and kind of threw off my whole day. My number 3 is Van Helsing, bruh. Hugh Jackman. It was great. It was good stuff. It was kind of like in the hype of the Mummy franchise.
Oh, okay.
So it was on that
during that.
It was on that wave. Yeah, it was kind of the more modern. I think because the Mummy came out in '99. So this came out in 2007, so it's kind of on those coattails of similar.
There's multiple Mummy movies as well too. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like the first Mummy was in '99, second one was like in 2001. It was kind
so on and so forth.
Yeah, but it was all under Universal, and that whole monster universe that they tried to do, and then going forward with the Tom Cruise Mummy movie, which completely bombed. But yeah, Van Helsing in 2004, this guy got 24%.
Huh.
What's
that? Vampires, right?
So it's actually it's Dracula, Wolfman, and Frankenstein, all commingling together,
rocking with each other.
And Dr. Van Helsing is pretty much trying to take out Dracula, so that by taking out Dracula, he can help the Wolfman and Frankenstein, who are under the control of Dracula. It's a fun movie, dude, and that's again I think to co-sign with your B movie, to go in there with a open mind and just to experience something fun and exciting. It's a good family adventure flick.
And what percent did that get?
The Van Helsing got 24%.
24%. That sounds a very interesting one. I'm gonna check that one out.
It's a fun movie. Yeah,
that sounds good.
Hugh Jackman, he's the man,
yeah.
And Kate Beckinsale. So bad. And she's got like some Romanian voice.
Veronica Vaughn.
That Veronica Vaughn. So hot.
That was 4? That was your 3.
That was my 3.
Okay.
So we canceled out Hot Rod.
So then I have 2 more.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So one that you guys might think is which I totally understand the rating for this movie. Hot Chick.
Dude, we are 2 for 2. That is
Chick.
That is my number 4.
That comes in with a hot 22%.
Yeah,
and that movie right there, I think Rob Schneider, bro, is at the Deuce Bigelow. Those movies are hilarious. I think that his acting in that, it's like it was something that you've never seen before at this time. When did it come out? Probably.
What are you talking about? Deuce Bigelow or Hot
both?
Chick?
Well, Hot Chick itself. First of all,
this is when Rob Schneider was the man, dog.
Yeah,
he was in every one of these goofy movies. And this film in particular again was one of those just goofy,
hell am I
stupid.
watching?
Yeah, exactly.
What the
But
heck
like,
is
I'm
this?
still watching it. You know.
Absolutely.
And I thought it was fun. It was a fun, goofy movie, and it was strange the trajectory that Rob Schneider took after these all films came out. Like he made a film about him being like a unsuccessful businessman who tries killing himself, and then like he gets saved by God or something. Like it was a completely different realm of where he was originally, and it was kind of sad seeing that. But he's kind of getting the back of the fun ways now, I think. But those films were so much fun. But Hot Chick, I think, was just one of those ones that just came around at the perfect time.
Yeah,
and
it just kind of fit in that whole era of movies. I think that was like when scary movies were coming out.
Yeah,
like
that goofy, spoofy type. And
exactly.
Again, I don't think now you can make that movie because
there's a lot of
stuff going on.
That.
Yeah, but I think I co-signed Hot Chick. We are 2 for 2 with Hot.
But what if they made a Hot Chick 2 with Rob Schneider at this?
They would only have to have Rob Schneider.
But imagine modern day Rob Schneider trying to do that role.
I think he's come around the block, and I think he's just like, yo, man, those days are behind me. I'm not doing that no more.
Not rocking this tight pink shirt no more.
I'm not doing that no more, man. That was
that's
fun.
a funny movie.
That was funny.
Check that out.
Yeah, Hot Chick. My number 5, which was kind of hard because there was a couple other, maybe I don't know. Now that you said the B movie, I'm kind of just happy I picked this. My number 5 is it really hurt to do this. It was The Suicide Squad.
Oh,
it was really hard. You know what sold me on that was Margot Robbie.
I mean, Suicide Squad is not terrible.
It's terrible. It's a terrible flick. But every scene that she's in, aside from Jared Leto, when Jared Leto's not in the movie, it's great. And then when one other person's not in it, I don't know. There's a couple other people in there that just don't need to be in the movie. But Margot Robbie, she's amazing. And then there's a Mexican fool in there that's got
the flame dude.
That guy, he is the dopest one. I want him to have his own movie because he was the most intriguing character. So that's why I kind of just outbalanced the two. I think Margot Robbie and him really made the movie go.
Picked up the slack for the individuals that weren't able to hold it on their own.
Yeah, and it was terribly directed, terribly structured. It was completely throw-in, like randomized. With all the DC movies, they really botched the whole.
Because I think that was when what was coming out, like Aquaman was probably
the whole DC universe was being established at that point.
Yeah, Wonder Woman and all.
But
that
it was terrible stuff.
Justice League. I heard Justice League was terrible.
Terrible.
I didn't watch it.
It was totally bummed me out because see, that's the thing. You're on the MCU.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big MCU dude,
and I was more in the DC. And because Superman, Batman, those are my folks. And then I can co-sign with like Captain America, and Iron Man, Spider-Man, but like those are my OGs, and they completely botched that whole thing. But I mean,
do you think that there's room for them to make all these movies again?
They're going to.
I feel like that's just a waste of time and money.
I'm just thinking like
how many more times am I going to see another Batman?
That's the thing.
Which we already have in the way.
Robert Pattinson. You know what? Like, I thought they had something with Ben Affleck, dude, to be honest with you.
You thought so?
He was actually pretty dope, dude. I'm telling you, he was going through breaking people's arms, doing the most, like, gritty Batman stuff I've ever seen, which I dug because he is that type. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not gonna kill you. He's gonna bring you to the line of damn near death.
Right to the very end,
yeah.
Right before they meet.
So where you have to think about your actions, what led to this moment. Batman's going to be there to let you know about that. And that fool used to brand, like Ben Affleck's Batman branded them with the bat signal thing. Like he had, it was gritty stuff, which I think encapsulated the darkness of the character itself, which I identify with more rather than the preppy, cool rich
Clark Kent.
That type. And the whole thing was just ruined. And, I had optimism with Batman at least because I kind of was like, okay, there was something there. Again, terrible direction, and I felt that, they got robbed in the whole thing. So with this new Matt Reeves Batman and the whole Robert Pattinson thing, whatever, They went at it with Jared Leto and completely killed it, and then Joaquin came out and completely saved the day. He did. And
I can respect that.
So it's nice to be optimistic, but again, I understand what's how many of these do we need to have? We don't need that many.
Yeah, we don't. We've had our fair share.
And look, you don't. This is a very ticklish conversation.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Robert Pattinson, going into my fifth movie that I seen on that list that I wanted to put on here was Twilight. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. That's what I'm saying. Over Suicide Squad. Definitely picking Twilight, to be completely honest.
You took the time to watch it?
Yeah, I saw Twilight.
Did you watch all of them?
I think I saw the first, and I think there's only 2 or 3. I seen the first.
I thought there was like 3 or 4.
I seen the first 2. I ain't gonna cap. No cap.
Okay.
Twilight ain't even that bad,
dude.
It's a bad movie, but it's not. I think for what's
the girl's name?
Bella.
No, what's the Kristen Stewart?
Yeah.
Okay.
And her acting is not. I don't even know how she's an actor, to be honest.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know how. I don't know. She's just like.
So we don't want to, because we know there's a grandiose. At least for myself, I don't want to hate on any of the people, the Twilight fans. You know, that's a big demographic of people.
It is, and that's why I put it on my list, was because what it did.
But is it more so the books rather than the films?
I never even read the books, to be honest.
That's my point, is that those fans, are they primarily in the books and then co-sign the films? Because I know the people hated the films, but then also, you know, did all that stuff in between, you know?
Yeah, I genuinely don't know what it was, and I just think that the movement that thing brought, you know, with like the whole, because I knew it was books before, but I never read any of the books.
Yeah.
But just like kind of the movement that it came with, and that every other girl in the world was like, oh my God, Twilight, you know what I'm saying? And I thought it was a good, like, you know, it wasn't terrible, but
I ain't mad at you, bro.
It got 49% on what's called
Rotten
Tomatoes. So,
well, I mean,
for what it was, you know, a vampire-ish movie-ish thing.
Hey, all I'm taking away from this is that me and you both agreed on Hot Rod and the Hot Chick. So absolutely, that's a win in my book.
Yep, that's absolutely a win in my book too. So we'll see. Maybe we'll come up with another list for next week. I think next week we should do our top 5 Batmans.
What? Yeah. Well, okay. So for that, you guys, next week, please. Again, we love you. We would love to hear your feedback. Again, our phone number is 408-293-0870.
I think we're gonna have like a very regular thing. You know, lines are always open.
I want you guys to participate in the show. So next week we'll have our top 5 of who we want to see as Batman. Right? Because we're throwing in all these other random people. Robert Pattinson's in this now. You know, whatever.
Anyone and everybody. Anybody with a body and not. You know, if you just have a voice, right? You can be Batman.
Exactly. So we would love to know your guys' top 5 for next week. You know, pocket that. But yeah, I mean we can go in deeper. But I think we should soothe these people's soul with some Dusty Springfield.
So we're just about ready to close it out. Let's play one more song before we end this one here, ladies and gentlemen. Dusty Springfield,
Son of a Preacher Man.
Let's get it. HYDB. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. That was terrible. Okay, whatever. That kind of just didn't. Okay, buddy. I didn't go as smooth as I wanted to go, but sorry, that was an accident. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has concluded our episode for HYDB. How's your day been? I am the host with the most, Young Los.
Big Ed Benji.
Thank you guys so much for rocking with us today. Hope you guys had a good time. I thought today's episode.
Hey, big shout out to Maurice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Maurice, for calling us. I appreciate that.
That was awesome.
Hopefully next time, ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to hear your voice on here as well too.
Yeah. Don't be scared.
Please don't be scared.
Yeah. So if that for you guys that are listening next week when our lines are up again, please come ready with your top 5 of what you would want, who you would want to see as Batman.
Yes,
that would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be funny. And you know, we want to see the most out of the ordinary stuff. Like,
just be random about it and just do what generally comes up to your
just melon. Top 5 right now off the top of your head.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to say something really quick before we leave. You know that Cardi B is gonna be in Fast and the Furious?
Yeah. It's just gonna be her and Vin Diesel.
So no,
yeah,
your cat
no.
She's the main.
She's
gonna Paul
be
Walker now.
She's gonna be that co-sign for Vin Diesel because I'm pretty sure the rest of the crew is not gonna be in it. I think it's just gonna be Toledo or whatever his character's name is. Toretto.
Yeah, Toretto.
And her.
Wow, that's okay, buddy. Well, that
kind of popped your bubble, didn't it?
Yeah, that did pop my bubble. I thought it was more of like.
But I love the girl.
What was What? No. Please don't stop. Please stop. What was that other guy?
Who?
Tyrese. So my boy Tyrese.
I
know he's hot right now.
He hates Vin Diesel.
I know. So like, what's up with Tyrese, bro?
I'm pretty sure he's like, yeah, no.
Okay, well, we'll get into
Go
that next
groot
week.
yourself somewhere else,
We'll
bro.
get into that to next week. So we'll do our top 5 Batman and top 5 replacements for Paul Walker.
Oh man!
Oh my God, we're dropping bombs.
This has been
Ladies and gentlemen,
HYDB.
This has been HYDB. We'll be back next week. Same place, same
Oh
time.
my God!
We love you
Terrible.
all. Thank you guys so much.
Oh yeah, and coming up, this is Halloween, everybody. So please be
Halloween.
safe.
Everyone have a great Halloween. Be safe. Enjoy your time.
You know.
You know what I'm saying? Check those candies for all my parents out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
'Cause there's a lot
But
of
don't be
weirdos.
stingy. Don't be stingy.
Yes, and don't
Costco.
give out freaking
Costco blood. Let's go.
and don't give out no what's it called
Fruits and veggies.
fruits, veggies, carrots, cabbage.
No.
None of that. You know, don't do that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you soon. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day.
KJCC, home of the top 40 and more, the best music on the pop and hip hop and country charts, and all at one place, kjcclive.com.